everyone, it's Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to create a necklace with the newest Softlex Company design kit, All That Glitters? It's a fabulous kit, and here's everything that you got inside. I will leave a link down below in the description for the unboxing of that kit, as well as a tutorial playlist featuring all creations with this kit. On this video, we're doing kind of an illusion style necklace, but it's going to be very sparkly. The whole kit just had so much sparkle in it that it might kind of be a little bit too sparkly, if that's a thing. So we're going to be letting our Softlex wire be part of our design and show in our design just to space out that sparkle and really highlight this beautiful pendant. And this was exclusive to the kit. It is a quartz crystal bead, and it looks like it's got an aura plating. Super fun. So just really beautiful kit for the new year. I can't believe it's already 2025. Time has just like flown by. Um, this last year just flew by. So we're going to start creating our beautiful necklace. And before we start designing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. I'm trying to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Let's start creating. So we're using our quartz wire. It came in the kit, and we just need a little bit of it. This is about 3 inches. It's left over from another project, and we're going to need one 2x2. So this is kind of a unique piece. I think they'll all vary because it is a natural gemstone. With a natural gemstone, sometimes the bead size or just where you're going to put your stringing material through may vary. So it's kind of a unique size. So if you were just doing a basic bead stringing, you would just slide your soft flex wire through it. But we're going to create like a little bail. So we're going to slide on our 2x2 on one side of our pendant. We're going to take the opposite side and pass back through. And this is just going to create a little crisscross. So we made our little loop. And depending on what size your crystal is, you want to make sure that there's enough wiggle room that that Softlex wire is not going to be touching the top point of your crystal. And then we're just going to pass back through. We're basically making an infinity link, which is going to create our bail. We'll just make our adjustments, and it's up to you for the top little connector, how big or small you would like it. So we have our little connector made of soft flex wire, and that just shows in our design, but it's also not going to cause any tension for our crystal and cause it to possibly damage in the future. So we're just going to take our pliers and just give it a gentle little smash. We could round the 2x2 for a more professional finish, but just because of the point of the crystal, we don't want to risk any damage. We're going to take our nippers and just trim off the little tails of Softlex wire, making sure not to trim our little connection points. Then we have our beautiful little connector and our pendant. And now we're just going to make the rest of our necklace. So I'm using beads from Bedoria, and this was from the exclusive mix, and they do have some available on softlexcompany.com. So I will go ahead and leave a link down below in the description for this kit if it is still available, and then any of the bead mixes. So for the style of necklace we are making, we are going to need a lot of Softlex wire. So we're going to need about 24 inches of Softlex, and you can mix and match your Softlex colors. I think like a metallic copper would look really pretty with this as well. So completely up to you. But you're going to need two lengths of 24 inches of your Softlex wire. So with illusion style necklaces, usually you'd add on a bead, a 2x2, and then some spacing, and then another 2x2 and a bead. That's just going to take a lot of them, and you only get 20 in the kit. So what we're going to do is kind of an illusion style necklace, where we're not going to use any 2x2s except for to fasten our clasp and of course our little connection point we just made. So just kind of a little design option, and then that way you can always move the beads in the future if you don't want them too clustered. So the first thing we're going to do is add on one of these little bronze beads. So I'm going to do 2 strands for the necklace, and one is going to be completely bronze and the other one is going to be silver. So we're just going to add on the first bead and we want it as close to the middle of our 24 inches of soft flex as we can. We're going to take one side of it, pick up our little bail that we just created, and then we're going to pass back through the opposite side and give it a pull. So you should have your little connection points. If you want to add some seed beads on here or the bugle beads that came in the kit, you can do that as well. We want to make sure that our soft flex wire is fairly in the middle. And then we're just going to add on our next bead. And if you have like a little Sharpie or a permanent marker, you can just do a little dot so you know where you want to make your loops at. We're just going to measure, add on our bead, and pull through. We want it nice and tight, and this just allows our soft flex wire to show in our design. And then we're just going to kind of measure, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So since we're passing through our crystals a couple times, that's why we need such a long length of our soft flex wire. And then they're nice and secure. So we'll just keep adding on our crystals, and then you could add some beads in there if you wanted to, and they would just kind of float between your crystals. So completely up to you. I love doing this design, especially with the soft flex trios, and maybe just like a crystal color or just one basic color for the bead, but have a multi-strand necklace. So you're just kind of layering that design, and the soft flex wire just really adds to that design. So we're just going to keep adding these on until we reach the end of our necklace. So I went ahead and added all the little bronze or the gold beads onto the soft flex wire, and we'll do the same thing with the silver. Just going to end this part of our necklace with our 2x2s. So we're just going to add on a 2x2, and then we're just going to make our loop. So we're just going to pass back through our 2x2 and make your loop size however big you would like. This is what's going to connect either to your chain or to a jump ring to attach your clasp. So we're just going to give it a little smash and we're going to rotate, and this will just round it and give it a more professional finish. And we have just that little bit of a tail. So we're just going to trim that, making sure that we trim the right side of soft flex wire that we need. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, sliding on that 2x2. We want to measure and make sure that our necklace is even. And then we're just going to pass back through with our 2x2, our soft flex wire through our 2x2. And then we want to make sure that our loop sizes are fairly the same size and just give it a little smash and rotate. So we're just going to set the first part of our necklace to the side. We have our soft flex wire. We're going to bring in our silver beads. And we're going to do the same thing. And then we're not going to do that connection point like we did to start the necklace. We're just going to add one of them on, pass back through, and then just continue our spacing to add the rest of our silver beads, and then we'll finish our necklace. We're just going to need our jump rings, 2 eye pins, or you can use soft flex craft wire. And then I'm mixing my metals just because the beads are assorted as well. Your lobster claw that came in the kit, and then I'm using a couple extra little beads that I had left over. We're going to take our eye pins and our leftover beads. And this is an optional step. I just think this kind of connects it and just gives it a more professional finish on the back of the necklace. So we're going to add on our beads, one silver and one bronze. And then you can mix and match and make it asymmetrical if you want to, completely up to you. And we're just going to be making a loop. And I am using a one-step looper for this step. You can also use your round nose pliers or make a wrapped loop. We're just going to slide it into the tool and give it a gentle squeeze. And this will give us a loop, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just a nice little way to complete a multi-strand design. So we have our beautiful little connection points. We just want to take our round nose pliers and make sure that they are completely closed. We wouldn't want them to open up and our necklace design to come apart. Just make sure everything is nice and secure. Now we're going to bring in our 6 millimeter jump rings. We're just going to gently twist side to side, and we're going to attach our clasp. And I'm using the lobster claw, and then we're going to attach one of our little components and give it a close. Just twist gently side to side. You should hear that little click when it's complete. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And for this little jump ring here, it's going to attach so the lobster claw can attach to the design and give it a close. And you could put a little piece of chain or a couple more jump rings to make it an adjustable necklace. So we're just going to open up one more jump ring. And we're going to attach our two components, our two strings that we just made, and then one side of our clasp. So I am attaching it to the lobster claw. Just give it a close. You can see just how that gives it a more professional finish and a more elegant look. We're just going to gently twist and then add on our two soft flex strings that we made, and then our connection point, and give it a close. We have our beautiful All That Glitters necklace using the Softflex Company design kit. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And check out down below in the description for the products used in this video, as well as all other tutorials featuring this awesome design kit. Have an awesome day.